jackpot game. This is Powerball. Good evening, America. I'm Laura Johnson. Tonight we have another life-changing jackpot for you. It's worth an estimated $441.6 million. So get those tickets out. Let's play. That first number up is 6. Followed by the number 54. Tonight we're going to meet Robin Zapp and Nikki Wolf, who won $1 million playing Powerball. Now for the rest of those numbers, we've got 43, 28, rounding it out with 39. Your Powerball number tonight, good luck everyone, is 12, and your Power Play multiplier is 4. Let's take a look at those numbers one last time. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. We'll see you back here Wednesday night. Good night, everyone.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, NBC 26 at 11.
More than 30 homes across Augusta dealing with flood damage, some a total loss after an unrelenting week of rain.
But today definitely felt like summertime with all the heat and all the humidity.
And just in the last few minutes, we're starting to see some pop-up storms that you're tracking out there, Anthony. Tell us about them.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. We got some scattered storms in the 70s as we go through tomorrow morning. Much more on those storms and that forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
The cleanup really just beginning in South Augusta that took the brunt of the flood damage for our area, from clogged storm drains to spilled sewage and sinkholes caused by collapsed utility pipes. People in the area tell us they had to leave their homes for hotels or other arrangements because of some of the damage.
When I say lost everything, I mean lost everything.
Everything is destroyed. Everything sitting near the floor, on the floor, by the floor, kitchen table, closet shoes, electronics, plugs. It's just a mess.
The American Red Cross says as of Sunday, more than 30 homes had flood damage.
Also tonight, as Pride Month wraps up, some in the local LGBTQ community are concerned about the lack of resources for veterans.
But the Augusta VA says they do provide a wide range of services to veterans, and they're always encouraging patients to share their identity as it helps them better service their needs. Our Taylor Martin spoke to the director of LGBTQ services. So Taylor, what did they tell you?
I spoke with one woman at the VA here in Augusta who says most people in the LGBTQ locally don't know they have resources available, but she's on a mission to help change that. 12 years after the repeal of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell law, Do Ask, Do Tell is now the model of LGBTQ veteran care.
There's a bunch of different healthcare risks that people face if they are part of LGBTQ plus identities. So just making sure that we're out in the open and that we're actually talking about this with our providers.
For Dr. Jennifer Merrifield, providing resources for LGBTQ veterans is personal.
I do have an uncle who served in the Marine Corps, and he was put out of the military for a dishonorable discharge under Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Finding out later on that he was put out for being gay was just so disheartening to me.
And when she found out he didn't have access to the same care as other veterans, all because of who he loves, she found a new purpose as a VA provider, helping provide an array of services to veterans just like her uncle, right here in Augusta.
That could be transgender care. It could also just be support services. So we've got primary care, specific clinics that are for gender diverse veterans. We also have mental health services.
And the list goes on. Resources, not just during Pride Month, but every day.
Not only are you just getting better health care in general, but there's also supports. And that's super important when you're here in the South and in Augusta, where you've got a lot of more closed-minded individuals, where people need that extra support to thrive.
The list of services is anything from hormone treatment to substance and alcohol abuse, and we'll have more information about all that's available on our website, wrdw.com.
Taylor, thanks very much. New at 11 tonight, the Grovetown Police Department responding to the shooting at the intersection of Wrightsboro Road and Harlem Grovetown Road. Officials say it started with a road rage incident, but no one was shot. One person was injured, taken to a hospital after being injured by flying glass.
New at 11, a Richmond County deputy is behind bars tonight after being accused of bringing contraband into the jail on Sunday. Deputy Arrington Mercier has been charged with possession of narcotics with intent to distribute, conspiracy to distribute, and violation of oath of public officer. Mercier was arrested today. He is in jail.
One woman dead, another injured after a shooting over the weekend. The Wilkes County Sheriff's Office responded to a call about shots fired at a liquor store on Whitehall Street. When deputies got there, they found two women suffering from gunshot wounds. The woman who died, 23-year-old Deandra Barksdale. The other victim is still recovering at AU Health.
A former Wrdw police officer is facing charges for the murder and kidnapping of a 16-year-old who disappeared last July. Over the weekend, Susanna Morales' family spent the day at her gravesite wearing her favorite color, red, in honor of what would have been her 17th birthday.
Youngest sister, the youngest daughter, but she was the one that would always make us laugh no matter what. Just learning to live with her in our hearts. Never forgotten.
Susanna's sister says time doesn't make it easier, but it does require them to keep moving forward.
Newly released records are shedding some light on the Augusta Fire Department employee who ran over a shooting victim's body last month. This happened at East Boundary and Sandbar Ferry Road after a shooting at a motorcycle group's clubhouse. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office says the victim's body was dragged more than 50 feet by a fire department vehicle. And since then, the driver has been out on administrative leave for the investigation, and the leave has now been extended so the investigation can continue.
The South Carolina Supreme Court set to hear arguments. You're watching News 12 on your side.
It is 5. Let's take another look at tonight's winning numbers. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. Good luck, everyone. We'll see you back here this Saturday night.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, NBC 26 at 11.
4 bodies discovered across the area in 2 days. This video from one discovered in a pond in Beach Island. But none of the cases appear to be related.
The latest one discovered earlier this evening at an abandoned apartment on Burgundy Court in Augusta.
The coroner says he believes the person had been staying inside that apartment, and officials say code enforcement responded to the scene and found the body after reports about the condition of the apartment. So right now, details are very limited, but they're hoping an autopsy will tell them a little bit more.
Earlier today, a couple of USC Aiken students found a body in the woods near University Estates, not far from the hospital there in Aiken. The Aiken County Sheriff's Office says the body is a male and the death is not considered suspicious, but it does look like the body had been there for a while.
And also today, a third death, this one in Aiken County. They responded to this pond near Old Jackson Highway near Beach Island. The Sheriff's Office says a man was checking on his dad when he found the tractor in the water. They found his body after a search of that pond. And yesterday also, this one in North Augusta as well, investigators found a 23-year-old dead behind a storage building on the 100 block of Womrath Road. Earlier this evening, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office responded to reports of a car in a pond near New Savannah Road, but thankfully no body inside.
The divers Adam Brown and Jeremy Siders made the discovery while they were filming for their YouTube channel, Wrecked and Recovered.
City Hood was at the scene and got a chance to speak to them about what led them to go diving in this area.
And it's actually not their first time diving in Augusta. We caught up with the duo back in September, hearing how they turned a hobby into a mission to find closure for families with missing loved ones. Their secret? Natural curiosity. It's what led them here.
In any pond or body of water beside the road without a guardrail like this one is definitely suspicious.
His suspicions were right.
You never know what you're going to find coming out here, and there's so many cars, there's so much stuff to find. That
You name it, chances are this duo has found it.
we have the tools to do it, and the time, and we've been blessed to be able to make this our full-time job.
And what they find, no one ever thinks to look for.
We have a wide arsenal to be able to help people and actually be safe about it.
They do it for free.
Sometimes we get results. Sometimes we just find empty stolen cars or dumped insurance fraud, whatever the case is. But it's good to clean them out regardless.
No matter the outcome, the end result is one everyone benefits from.
Lending our skills and our resources to these small towns. A lot of times we travel, they don't have the whole dive team, stuff like that. So if we can help them out for free, everything helps.
And the car they found today had a tag on it from 2017, and they believe the owner of the car was from Savannah.
Interesting work there. It's really fascinating they were able to find that.
Yeah, and just on a whim, based on the road. But outside, it was a hot day, not a bad day to be diving down in the water.
No, not